Let me show you what I got for $320 Australian. What time is it? It's deal time. Let's go. Now, all this stuff isn't stolen. It's legit from local cyclists here in Adelaide. We got the Raval wheel bag, which I'll sell. I don't need. I got enough wheel bags. So we got all this for $320 Australian. We got a SRAM Force front derailleur, virtually brand new, dead straight, not bent. Always check that. We've got a stem, a Pro stem, pretty much brand new. Yeah, got that as well. So 110, I can use that. Chuck them over there. We've got one of my favorite seat posts, 27 tube posts, long Thompson. We can cut that down, trim some weight off. These are great with carbon rails because you get that micro adjust. We've got a vertical clamp there, so safety carbon rails, fantastic. Thompson post, if you know, you know. My favorite post. But who's using a round post today? All this aero stuff. You know, these posts are so freaking good. You get that absolute peak adjustment, that tilt. Thompson is the best post money can buy. If you want lightweight, go Masterpiece and chop it down. If you know, you know. Raval. This front wheel here, one of my favorite wheels ever. Super cheap now. These are going from $100 to $200 Australian for the pair. These are amazing, man. This is a CLX Rapide 40. I prefer the 32, the shallower even, but this is okay because here in Adelaide it's really windy, and the most aero rims in windy conditions are the shallow section wheels. If you know, you know. If you come to Adelaide when it's windy, you'll know what I'm talking about. Bearing test, ceramic speed, ceramic bearings, mint condition, not a worry there, no play, DT Swiss internals. This stuff is built for hardcore racing, hardcore training. Pirelli tire, brand new, still got the little mold hairs on. Look at that, the little, see that? You see that under there? There you go, still got little hairs on there. Crazy, man, crazy. Spins up true. I gave the wheel a really good inspection. Well, what's wrong with it? It's just a spare wheel that David, thanks David, bought. Came with the bike, the tarmac he bought, and it just came on there. So probably the rear wheel was totaled, and the previous owner just swapped out the wheels and had a spare. It's a great wheel. But who's going to ride a mismatched wheel? I would. Fork, here we go here. Frame and fork, near new Cannondale Super 6 Evo, Peter Denk designed frame set. These are ballistic carbon. These are one of my favorite frame sets of all time. 27 two-post. We've got, you know, cable guides, external cables. This stuff is just built for the easy dream life. I don't know what you're into. I'm into the minimizing drama in life, maximum performance, maximum fun, maximum recovery, maximum speed, maximum potential. And bikes like this, you just ride them, you tune them, you forget about it, you just wake up, you eat, you shit, you go ride. You have to fuck around with all this internal bullshit. You just get it fucking done. This is amazing bikes here. Fork, no ring of death on that, amazing. Just a good condition steerer, looks good in there. We've shot a torch in there, she's good to go. No ring of death, fantastic. Smash the fork, has a ring of death. These ones are easy to get because this thing is 1.25 inch taper. You know, you can get aftermarket stuff, but yeah, good to go. Dropouts, A-grade condition, perfect, let's rock and roll. You know, it's still got this stick on there. If it has this stick on there, that's a good thing, because it means the person who had this bike wasn't a full-on hardcore rider, typically, and this bike just has not done, this frame set has not done much mileage at all. We gave a good check for any damage, crash damage, but this bike is legit, and just, you can feel the stiffness in the rear end. So this bike has never been ridden by a hardcore rider. That's still stiff as heck. Okay, beautiful bike. Needs a seat clamp, needs the cable guide. Other than that, we've got a hang on the back, and everything's great. We need some headset in there. The cup lines in there look absolutely fine. So yeah, it's just amazing, high quality, top tier. Peter Sagan designed, Peter Denk designed this for Peter Sagan, etc. A bike designed to win the Tour de France, to win the classics. Cannondale Super 6 Evo, high mod, beautiful bike. That SST seat tube on there, beautiful bikes, man. This bottom bracket's as stiff as. Anyway, that's just the deal. That's what we're talking about here in 2025. If you're paying more than $1,000 Australian, what's that, 700, 750 USD? If you're paying more than, I'd say 500, well, let's push it up to 1,000 USD. If you're paying more than that for a top tier bike, a bike designed to win the Tour de France under Froome, Nibali, Port, Sagan, the classics riders, etc., etc., etc. All these riders, Lance, etc. Okay, if you're choosing a bike like that, you're going to get it today for between 500 to 1,000 USD. It's going to be in mint condition. It's going to come from a surgeon, an ex-bike mechanic or bike mechanic, just someone who loves bikes but never had the time to ride it because of wife, kids, blah, blah, blah. Never buy a bike from a guy like me who only has 1 or 2 bikes, was skinny, ripped bro. If the guy has got abs, don't buy the bike because that bike's going to be thrashed, especially if he's only got 1 or 2 bikes, okay? It's going to have a ring of death. The BB is going to be sloppy. It's going to be mandingoed mileage-wise and torque-wise. Skip that bike. You buy the bike from the surgeon, the barrister, the dentist, ideally the person who did a low-carb diet, or maybe potentially like me, the person who has a bike collector who has a lot and just wheels and deals bikes, and the person who maintains the bike. Because the surgeon, the dentist, the barrister, these people, they throw their bike into the bike shop, get serviced a lot, they really like jump money into it. And they don't push high watts because they're generally into this low carb, faffy nonsense. So they can't push the watts because not enough glycogen, not enough watts. So those bikes are great. They've never been really crashed hard. And if they've been crashed, they get inspected by the local bike shop real quick. So those bikes are the best to get. And then on Facebook, they pop up every single day, all around the world, eBay even, Gumtree, etc. And they're there, and the people just clear them out cheap. Just time is money for them. They just like, take the bike, give me the 500, let's get it out there. All right, get it out there. And if you know, you know. I can't find any deals like that, Harley. Look harder. Look harder, I guarantee it. Because where do I get the deals from? All right. So that's just the deal. I mean, I didn't even need this stuff, but I bought this stuff for the video, just to prove a point. If you're paying more than 500 to 1,000 USD for a bike today, that's what you're paying way too much. Top tier road bike costs maximum 1,000 USD, maximum. And we're talking Di2 Race, 11 speed, mint condition, some Raval 40 CLXs on there or whatever. We're talking mint condition, like a Tarmac SL 3, 4, 5, 6, mint condition, 1,000 USD, maximum they're going for these days. And things are just getting cheaper because people want aero, they want disc brakes, they want 12 speed, they want Wi-Fi, they want FAF, they want $300 to replace the headset pairings and all this nonsense. They want all this one-piece bar, all this aero stuff. Dude, you're 20 kilos fucking overweight. You don't need a one-piece bar stem combo. No one needs that, all right? If it's good enough for Lance, Froome, Port, the crew, it's good enough for me and you. Simple as that. Don't get suckered into spending more cash. I mean, people will hate me for saying this, but I'm just saying it. You know, but again, we buy things out of emotion, don't we, versus logic. But this stuff here is logical purchases, minimal drama, maximum performance, minimal costs, and environmentally, it's good for the planet as well because we're using stuff that's already here, that's already good enough. Now, secondhand carbon fiber can be dangerous. That's why you don't buy the thrash stuff. You get the stuff from the people I just recommended from, okay? So there you go. And it's just, you can just give a good inspection visually and check stuff out. And this stuff is so thin, it doesn't take much to smash it up. It doesn't take a lot of impact. So you have to tell if it's good or not. People say I should do X-ray stuff. I mean, if you're paying big bucks, then okay, then yeah, you probably want to have something like that. But you know, that's another separate video about the safety element. But I've never ever seen a carbon bike fail from mileage. I've seen them fail because people smash them in the back of a car or they crack them. But I've never seen them just riding along and boom, the frame snaps for no apparent reason. There's always something going on there. Generally, the ring of death is the main issue. But if a frame's like that, it looks perfect. It doesn't just explode, okay? It doesn't just explode. But but again, that's where you can leverage people because people are paranoid about it. Because they say, dude, how much is your bike? Oh, $2,000. How old is it? 5-year-old carbon. 10-year-old carbon. How much is it? Oh, I'll give you $1,000 max, bro. Okay, I take it. So you can really leverage it. You can really leverage it. If you're paying more than 1,000 USD for top tier carbon, super record EPS, Durace Di2, you're just paying way too much, my friends. Just paying way too much. Simple as that, again, look at my life, body fat. I know what I'm talking about. You know, I wake up, I jump on my bike, I have to fuck around with this internal nonsense, you know. I've got an SLA S-Works sitting there in my garden with a rug over it, full of spiders. I haven't ridden it for over probably a year and a half, I can't remember. You know, just a reason why I haven't ridden it is because I wanted to check the fork out. And I'm like, oh, that's $300 or it's about 4 hours for me to do that. One day. But this stuff, boom, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You could stop me on the street, literally. Harley, have you got 10 minutes? Could you just check my headset out? Well, you got a rag? Yep. You got an Allen key? Yep. Got some grease? Yep. Let's do it. Fuck it. How much? Yeah. Whatever, man. Give me a bottle of juice. Whatever. You know what I mean? But come to me with S-Late S-Works. Harley, can you do my headset? So I'm like, dude, keep fucking riding, son. Keep fucking riding. So it's just these bikes that are just faff. For what? Cycling's meant to simplify your life, man. Like you want to wire for a girlfriend, you want simple shit, all right? You want to faff around with excess drama. And there's always going to be a little bit of drama with women, a little bit of drama with bikes. But how much do you want? Me, I want the bare minimum. I understand there's always going to be problems. A creaky bottom bracket. You get a flat tire. She's got the PMS. Whatever. You haven't given her the enough. Whatever. Okay, that's cool. That's normal. But this excessive drama, ain't signed up for that. Life's too short. Let's rock and roll. Let's perform. Let's get it done. Road bikes, man, they're just the sub 7 kilo or that low 7 kilo rim brake bike. Some nice rims on there, alloy or carbon, doesn't have to be carbon. Some Mavic Super SLs, Arces, things like that. They roll so nice. They've been using the Tour de France. They've been Tour de France tested and proven. If it's good enough for the Tour de France in the last 20 years, man, it's good enough for me. Because you could ride the old stuff like Eddie Merckx in that road. That's still good, but it doesn't ride that good, really. If we're being honest with you. Steel frames are like, they're nostalgic, and I like them. I've got the Eddie Merckx's and the Pinarellos and the, Rassons and all that stuff like that. But you can't go past that lightweight carbon or lightweight alloy, really, can you? You can't. Anyway, that's just the deal. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Adelaide, mate. Best place on earth to live. Amazing place. We are blessed. And Facebook Marketplace is the win. If you want to get deals, then join my coaching group, durianrider.com, and I'll help you find deals in your city. Or maybe you found a deal and you're not sure how to negotiate with the seller rather, as a buyer. I can negotiate. I'm a bike broker for probably 2 decades now, okay? I love it. I'm really good at it. It's easy. It's simple. The deals are out there. You got people selling bikes, they want to sell it today and they want to sell it cheap. You got people who passed away, deceased estates. You got people, insurance claims, they got the payout, the bike had a little scratch on there, they want to get rid of it today. Or you got insurance companies selling stuff cheap. You know, we got someone who's just, I need money, I got kids, I got second kid in the way, or first kid in the way, wife, he said, get rid of it. You know, you got ball and chain bros like that. Just, they're selling stuff really, really cheap, man. They're under the pressure, they're under the pump, let's go. So again, that's fine. Here's the thing, just to wrap up the video. Don't ever feel guilty for giving people a cheap offer. Now, obviously, you get disrespect. If it's a friend and you give them a lowball offer, then you're going to lose a friend, aren't you? Or you'd be disrespectful like that. But if you're making an offer respectfully, people will only sell things as cheap as they want to sell it, okay? Now, people offer me prices for certain things, and I'm just like, you're fucking whatever. I don't say that to them, but I'm just thinking, okay, cool. But people only sell things for what they can sell them for, okay? So don't be afraid to low ball, do it respectfully, and you're gonna have a better chance of getting the sale, okay? But I've gotten some, deals. But then again, my low ball is actual market value, all right? It's actual market value. I don't low ball someone, I give them the market value price, which they might think it's low balling, but it's actually market value. So for me, how much could I sell all this stuff for? I mean, how much could I sell this frame for? I mean, it does have a little scratch on the top tube. I bought it for $100. I could probably sell it for 120, 150 bucks, maybe maximum 150. So, I got it for $100. I think it was advertised for 150. Did I scam them? No, because it's 100, 150 bucks each to their own. But if you like the iPhone 6, 17 like we're using today, if you offer someone $500 for that, then obviously you're just trying to scam them. But so market value is market value, and in bike world, market value for rim brake stuff is a lot lower than people actually think, okay? So yeah, that's just proof right there. And if you don't believe me, put up some fake adverts in your local market and see how much interest you get. And you'll be like, damn, this bike was really, really hard to sell for 1,000 USD. Okay, go do that. Put up a Tarmac SL 23456 for 1,000 USD, Di2, mint condition. Grab some photos internet, put up on Facebook, put it up on Gumtree, and see how much genuine interest you get, okay? Fuck all. Point and proof. So there you go, you got any questions, durianrider.com. Thanks for watching the video, gang. Man, I am hyped. Let's do some run then. Cheat up, no stims. Go run some free 15Ks. It'll get you hyped, especially when you're lean.